Hello, hello. Yeah, I guess we are live, right? Okay, the agenda of today is obviously wireless communication systems, and we will cover the topics as much as possible, and we will have different segments. We will do some maths, and we will also cover some important topics. So there will be certain parts of the wireless communication systems in general. First, there will be a little introduction on the wireless communication systems and its different uses. Obviously, with the wireless communication system, we can transfer. Uh, we can transfer voice, data, videos, and in general, we use different wireless technology, which we will elaborate on a little bit. So, we have television and radio, then we have satellite, television, then GPS or GPS, it's global positioning system. We have mobile, cellular communication. We have radar, IR, Wi-Fi, Zigbee, paging, and RFID. Now, a little elaboration in everything. Here, we are mainly focusing on what are the technology used here and what's the requirement of the data rates and the power, etc. So, first, radio and television. Uh, it's a simplex. communication system, and till information is transmitted, that means it's one way, and information is transmitted only to the user, this part, and two-way. So this is one-way communication, which is simplex, and so every user has the same data. Then there's two main components, obviously, ground to satellite and satellite to ground. So this portion is fixed or mobile transmission, and the satellite to ground part, this is reception and space segment. Now we have GPS or global positioning system. Um, this helps in navigation. Mobile cellular system, data and voice for larger segments, radar, EM, which helps to track or locate. And then we have IR for visible light. This is visible light and helps in security, TV, remote control, Wi-Fi used for smartphones, laptops, and Wi-Fi is it's portable, it's wireless. Zigbee, low data rate, low power consumption. Paging is one way, and it allows to give speaker. Okay, so this is speaker voice data. This is for remote control application, and this is for speaker data. And finally, we have RFID, which is stands for radio frequency identification. So this is used for track inventory in real-time data. The barcode is so this is pretty unique as the data. Um, so the barcodes is in read-only mode, and this is power source. So we are starting regulation authority in BD Bangladesh. So we have currently we have BTRC, which stands for Bangladesh Telecom Regulatory Commission, and previously it was known as BTTB, which is Bangladesh Telephone and Telegraph and Telephone Board. But currently, since telegraph is almost rare now, so and then under this BTRC we have BTA, which is Bangladesh Telecommunication Act, and which was done in 2001. Mm, So function of BTRC, we have some functions for BTRC as well, which are telecom establishments, operation, and level of healthy competition. So Jan license establishing, and then issue technical issues or services. Then we have frequency allocation, and then to suspend license, stop interference, interference control. This is pretty important. And then for international bodies, we have ITU. So this is 20 countries, and then in so a pretty timeline check. 1927 it was formed. 1934 it was named ITU, and they have some different branches, and these one is ITUT, which stands for telecommunication, ITUR, which stands for the ratio communication sector, and finally we have ITUD, which stands for development. We have another international bodies. We have another body which is FCC, which stands for Federal Communication Commission. Uh, this is a regulatory body and it controls the wire and radio communication, and it helps worldwide with the EM disturbance of the ITU basically handles the standardization of telecommunication, and this handles the and FCC handles the EM disturbance for the telecommunication. Okay, so now wireless communication. Now we will learn about wireless propagation, and in wireless propagation we have mm, multi-path propagation and ray tracing, and then multi-path propagation and ray tracing. We have free space propagation model. Then we have two ray reflection model. Then log distance path loss model. Then log distance path loss model with normal shadowing. Then we have empirical path loss models. So these all are large. These all are large scale models. For small scale multi-path propagation, we have Doppler shift, speed of mobile, surrounding objects, transmission, bandwidth of signal. And next we have so for this we particularly have Rayleigh distribution, Rayleigh fading model and Rayleigh fading model. And we need some general definitions for these, uh, which are auto correlation and convolution. Time varying impulse response. Then we have WSUS and narrow band and wide fading models. Power delay profile, coherence, bandwidth, and coherence time, scattering function. So these we will need throughout the our study. And we dive into First, the intro of wireless propagation. When we propagate a signal, radio wave propagation particularly, radio wave has mainly three attributes. One is reflection, and one is diffraction, and one scattering. Reflection, diffraction, scattering, which is RDS, reflection, diffraction, scattering. And then these properties can create different signal instances. Because we consider this situation, this is a transmitter, and this produces the signal. It is reflected, it may be diffracted, or this may be get scattered, and we can create infinite path number of LOS signal path, and it can create power attenuation, and it can create delay and different circumstances. But in our case, for ray tracing, we consider finite number of say reflectors. Uh, so we consider few variables. One is finite number of reflectors, and then known location and known dielectric property. Now, wireless for free space propagation model. For LOS, since it's free space, this is LOS, which is line of sight without any hindrance. And we will certainly have two antennas, and we will have PT. This is transmitter side, this is receiver side. We'll have PT and the gain GT. We will have PR, we will have GR as well, and we will have some frequency where the signal is propagating, which is FC, and we have lambda with it. The L is the system loss. That's not considered in our issue mostly, and the D is the distance. And we have the PRD, which will be lambda square 4 pi whole square d squared. This is easy to remember. And we have the system loss L, and we will have the PT, GT, GR. So all gains multiplied, and lambda is the frequency wavelength it's transmitted, and 4 pi d square comes from the radius it's surrounding, and it's covering the radius it's covering, and rest is so PLD, which gives us PLDB to uh, 10 log 10, and then we have GTGR lambda square and L 4 pi square and D square lambda. This is basically 10 log 10 PT by PR, PT by PR, PT by PR, and this is the, so this is the path loss. So we basically we are considering the transmitter and receiver power. So whenever it comes first, we write this PT GT GR lambda square by L 4 pi square D square, and then we derive the PLDB, and that's and we have some other terms as well. One is far field distance, which is df 2d square by lambda square, 2d by lambda. This is far field distance, and we can rewrite this PRD equal to PRD naught d d whole square. So the distance and far field distance is df 2d whole square. D is the largest physical. D is the antenna radius. This is the simple way to put in this term 2d square by lambda. This is far field distance. And now the two-ray propagation. So for 2J, we will consider the path like this. We will have transmitter and we will have receiver. This will be certainly the E loss, and this won't be the loss, and this is EI equal to EG, and this is ET transmitted, and this is the M loss. So E total is certainly E loss plus EG, and then we will first write EDT equal to E naught D naught D cos omega C T minus D by C, and this we will continue it for the other ones too, and another. And then we have del equal to ht plus hr whole square plus d square. So what's del? Del is d prime minus d, and this is d double, this is d, and this is d double prime. So what's this? And minus we have ht minus hr whole square plus d square, and which leads us to 2hthr by d. And then we have theta del equal to 2 by which is, and then we have assuming d, and then which leads us to E total to E naught D naught. And eventually this turns out to So this is the free space. This is the two-ray ground reflection model that we were considering.